Testing. Testing. Benchmark test. 65 frames so far. Down. 61.
Take it down!
Let's fight!
See how this looks. It's elves versus chaos here. Audio test over top of all this noise.
Team blown through here! Taste the power of the changer!
Sorry to anyone that's watching, I'm actually just testing and checking my stream quality on a different computer, and there's a delay in between what I see and the actual stream, so it's taking a while to figure out what we're doing here. Alright, so let's see. Master down a little bit. You can probably hear the audio from the other computer too. Get started. Let's do that. Oops, there we go.
Is that all you got?
anything. This will probably be the final test, and then I will actually live stream. Again, sorry if you're watching, this is just a test. First time I've used OBS to stream and record at the same time, so I gotta check all of that, and then I should be playing this. Okay, and we're back to audio test. Speaking normally, hopefully I don't have to raise my voice so I can get the sound to go. That stutter that you saw a few minutes ago was actually me going to OBS. That's why it was paused and you couldn't see anything. Seems to be working alright. Where's my guy? Let's see. Guess you're the closest. These orcs can probably use a little bit of encouragement. Kill something. There you go. Doom divers flying overhead. Boom. Oh, now they're running. This is a radius mod, that's why everything looks a little different. Where's Codbringer? Didn't even realize I grabbed him. Looks like we're winning. Can't really tell. Get some orcs in here. We're definitely winning that combat. And that one. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to check the audio on that, and I will be back. Thanks for watching. Excuse me. I went and YouTube told me to change my bitrate, so I'm giving that a shot. Let me know if this is better or worse when I get into the battle here. Let's see. We'll go with them. And we'll go against the Beastman. Vlad. Okay. Don't need that. That. Keep that. Don't need that. Keep that. Let's give him his healing qualities. We'll get a... Oh, you don't have the game in Russia yet? It's an awesome game. It's one of my favorites. Let's see. Definitely want the speed, leadership, healing. I guess I'm starting to stream on the right time then. If it's soon to be released in Russia. Like I said earlier, though, this is a mod for the game. It's a Radius Total War mod, so it's a lot more units than what the standard game has. I'll probably stream the actual standard game, but during this little testing period, it'll be this. Like, vampires do not get missile units in the standard game. A few of those. Let's go with 4 of those. Let's get a Barograph. Mortis engines are fun, but can't afford it. 700. I think it's this one. Yeah. Right. Yes, it is very cool. They actually just announced the second game. This is the first game. But the second game is going to have High Elves, Dark Elves, High Elves, Dark Elves, and Lizardmen. And then most likely Skaven, if you're familiar with the Warhammer universe, fantasy universe. So let's see what we have here. He's got some flyers, which I didn't bring any. May have been a mistake. These are bonus versus large, I think. Nope, anti-infantry. That's no good. Get you over here. But yeah, the second game is announced. It's going to be out this year. This is just a modded version of the first game. Very cool mod if you do get around to using it. Got a spell coming in here. Probably going to get hit by... Oh, I already did get hit by it. Flock of Doom. The beastmen that I'm fighting against in general aren't that great. But with the mod, they're a little bit better. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hit these. You can see the amount of damage that these horsemen will do. There he is. Sorry if I don't answer anything here. I actually have the chat for this open on a different window, or a different computer altogether, actually. Give him a heal. Let's get you right there. Vlad right here. Really don't want that to be getting hit, but what can you do? Okay. Let's get a Wind of Death going right here. Watch this spell. This is pretty ridiculous. Just mows them down. Alright, we want to stop the Minotaurs from doing so much damage. Like these guys again with a different spell. This one's pretty cool too. You can see it just wipes out large portions of them. Where's the Volgraf? He can take out Chaos Spawn. You there, you there. Don't have another heal yet. Can get some skeletons there. What's your other spell? Those are almost all dead. Yeah. What is this? You don't need any hit points. Mr. Tuck, how you been? Let's see. Kinda need a heal right here. Let's get you in here. I really need you out of that. Have a lot of units back here. Sort of like Command and Conquer. Yes, it is a lot like Command and Conquer. Here in a few, I will go to the main game. This is just a custom battle here. You play all your battles. Well, you can auto-resolve them, or you can play them as like I am right now, with a real-time battle. Check out this one. Wow. Once he gets up, it's clumsy. Watch him. They spawned in a Manticore. Should have saw that coming. But the actual campaign game is a lot like Civilization, where you play on an actual world map.
Your time has come.
Skeletons. Where is their leader at? Oh, that must be him. Let's get a heal here. Okay. Haven't been able to use this corpse cart because these harpies have been taking me down. Let's hit that. That. Get you guys in here.
The Von Carstein.
Cleared that up. Okay. Just brought in some Chaos Spawn, which is not very nice for me. I hear you on being busy at work, Tuck.
I'm in your throne.
I got some stuff to talk to you guys about too, you know, at a later point. This corpse cart right here, all it really does is provide a healing bonus. Yeah, regeneration right here. So if I bring it in close, it'll actually start to heal these guys, and you can see right there, it starts to replenish their hit points. Let's get all of you out here. Start chasing some of these guys down. You get in there. Vlad. Let's get it in there. Hey, attack there. So the corpse cart and the mortis engine, which is another undead unit, are for healing your troops. Really gotta get over there. Oh no, that's their leader. I killed their caster earlier. The undead have a lot of healing units, like that spell I just used right there is a healing spell. He's just chasing people down. I'm not playing very well because I'm also trying to read, and honestly this was just kind of thrown together to test the stream. Get in there. Let's get you in there. Watch this spell. Doubt I'll hit anybody with it, but it's pretty awesome. Might hit my own guys with it. Yep, there we go. Victory! Alright, so that's the end of the battle there. And then you get your battle stats after the battle. So I brought 772, lost 435. He brought 1546, lost 1070 of them. You can see each unit's kills. If this up here is the number of men or the health of the unit. So, like, for instance, I lost this knight. His green bar's all the way gone. This one in campaign would still be there. Doesn't matter in a custom battle like this, but yeah. So that is the battle system. Now, do you guys want to see the base game, or do you want to see the modded game that I'm currently playing? Yeah. Let's see. I could definitely show that. Well, we'll just go from here. So some of these are DLC. You have to pay extra for them. And some of them... some of them are base games. So I'll show you base game first. Base game, we have the dwarfs. They're your sturdy infantry-based and range-based faction. Let me exit real quick. I'll load up the regular game so that we don't have the modded stuff in the way. Let's see. Turn this off. Turn that on. Stream went dark there because I had to reload the game, but give me a moment. Okay. This is an awesome game. Between this and Battlefield 1, it's pretty much all I play anymore. Okay, so we will look at the campaign. So I have all the DLC. It's a little bit different than what you'll have in just the base game. The old world is the base game, and then you have these two sub campaigns that you can play. This one is an elf, and this one is the beastman. But we'll look at the old world. Sorry. Sorry about that. My father-in-law called me on accident. Anyway, now that we're here, The factions that I have here are the base and DLC factions. The base factions that you'll get right out of the box, the Empire, the Dwarfs, the Greenskins, the Vampire Counts, and I think that's it. It's been a while of buying DLCs and stuff, but the Warriors of Chaos is the first DLC, and then, not in any particular order, Beastmen, Wood Elves, and however you say that, Treemen, Crooked Moon, Von Carstein's, Bloody Hands, Clan Ongrand, Bretonnia is the newest, Bordello and Carcassonne all came together there. And you can see the different types are separated by color. So both of these are dwarves, all three of these are Bretonians, so on and so forth. Excuse me. So the Empire is your base faction. It's the closest to no, the second one's not out yet. But the Empire is the closest to what you would play in any other Total War game. It's your human faction.
I am ready.
You start with these two. I think he is part of a DLC. But whenever you select them, it shows you where you're at on the map, what your different legendary lord things are, and then your lord effects. This is what will happen for just your lord in the game. So, well, as far as this one goes, all characters get plus 5% movement range, and then your upkeep for these two types of units is lower. And these are your starting units for each lord, so we'll switch. He has different starting units, different lord effects, so on and so forth, for every one of them. Yeah, I mean, you can pick any of them. These two are Horde type. If you've played Attila, then these are like how Attila played. They start on the move and their whole base is inside their army, whereas these other ones, you conquer towns to build different places. In the actual base game, the Empire can only conquer Empire and Bretonian places. The Greenskins can only conquer Greenskin and Dwarf places. The Empire can also conquer vampires. So basically, humans, dwarves, and orcs, they can't conquer anything. They just destroy everything. And these guys can conquer anything, anywhere. It looks like, it hasn't been announced, but it looks like the second part will be out at the end of this year, so probably around Christmas, December or November. It could be earlier, but that's what it's looking like anyway. Which one of these would you like to see me start a campaign on? I'm sorry, there is a delay, so everything that you say I see later. And Tuck, if you're still there, you need to get Battlefield 1 so you and I can play, because I don't have any friends on there. Alright, vampires it is.
Thine right is mine.
So your vampires in the lore of Warhammer are, at first they're hidden. They've hidden themselves in the far reaches of the Empire. and no one really knows that they're vampires, but they know that they're kind of weird. With the vampire counts, you have 3 different legendary lords. Manfred's the main one, and then with Von Carstein's, you can get Vlad or his wife, Isabella. But we'll go with Manfred. He starts with one of the most powerful vampire units. Then you have a necromancer, which isn't that strong. Another necromancer, also not that strong.
Come, impress me.
Go ahead and watch the cinematic.
War is eternal. As inevitable as the grave. The old world, the rotting corpse within. Some fools think it worth saving. But there are beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer of law to those with such power. Of the Von Carstein bloodline. My master, Manfred, has returned from the dead once more. He marches on the Von Carstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof. For I have brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Manfred must retake his ancient stronghold, and either destroy the usurper within, or bind him to his will.
Manfred Von Carstein.
Castle Drakenhof is back in your hands, my unliving sire. Yet you have many enemies, both living and dead, who balk at the threat of a Von Carstein reigning from his ancestral stronghold. Much needs to be done. The Templehof brood control the lands to the north as far as the River Ster. Conflict with them is inevitable, but your will is indomitable. Take their lands, burn their crypts, and deploy their own dead against them. The high mountains to the south are infested with dwarfs. Your homelands will never be safe with such an enemy so close. Make plans to drive their stunted kind out in time. Greatness runs throughout the Von Carstein bloodline, my lord. Glory shall be yours, if you are ambitious enough to seize it.
Oh, thank you. It's very nice. Trying to figure out how to actually update the description and everything. Not sure if it's automatic or if I have to click save somewhere. All changes saved. Hopefully that updated it to not be a test anymore. Alright, so this is our advisor. He's your advisor for every faction. It's just a blind guy that comes and tells you what's up. Our first mission has been issued. We have to defeat an army belonging to Templehof, which are these vampires right here, and we'll get 1,000 dark magic, which acts as our gold, or our money. Ouch, that hurts falling. Alright, so, as we were saying earlier, you start on a campaign map, as opposed to, you know, like it's kind of like Civilization in this way, but it's not turn-based. Well, it is turn-based, but you'll see some differences. But basically everything from this tip of this continent here all the way around, everything that you see is its own province, and you can see the lines here. So you have territories, and then each territory has 2 to 4 different settlements in it. I'm glad to hear it's smooth. It's been a while since I've streamed anything, and before I was using Shadow Play, which is built into my video card, and now I'm using OBS. Finally got it actually set up correctly, apparently. But as the vampire counts, you start off with Castle Drakenhof. You have a single army, which is your legendary lord, Manfred, or whoever you happen to pick there. These are the units that you start with. The vampires are different in that they can raise dead, so I can literally buy these units here that you see immediately, whereas other factions and vampire normal recruitment takes a turn. So you can see it's right here. Hourglass 1 is how many turns it takes. The little what is that, thumb pin thing there, thumbtack, you can lock it to where you can actually read everything, and you can scroll over what each one does, and then you can compare them. Like this shows the skeletons have less health, but they have more of almost everything else than the zombies. So pretty neat. Castle Drakenhof, you have different buildings, which we can look at the building tree here. Every place is going to be slightly different, but for Castle Drakenhof, for the vampires, which this will change for any faction that takes them over, for the vampires, these are your buildings that you can build. The line here is what level settlement it is. So 1 through 5 for capitals, and 1 through 3 for the 2 sub-territories. If you hover over your units, you can see like this one requires the Ancient Armory, which is right here, and it actually puts an arrow there whenever you hover over it. But this one just requires this building, if that makes any sense. What I am going to build, though, is this gold shaft here, because we definitely want some money. Then we have the barracks already built. I usually build, since your other 2 territories that you can capture only go up to level 3, I usually build buildings that only go up to level 3 in them. That way you're not wasting a spot, because you can see any building up above, any building up above this line can only be built in your capital. So you need room for these in your capital. But I'll leave it for now in case I want to recruit anybody. Well, maybe not. Let me see. What do I get from this? Crypt ghouls and corpse carts. We'll leave it for now. Alright, so I'm going to raise dead. Again, that's only vampires can do that. And we will attack. And when you attack, this is the screen that comes up, or when you are attacked. You can see the enemy army, how many they have, as long as you're not being ambushed. You have different options. You can check out the map of your battlefield. Yellow is where you spawn, red is where they spawn. You can auto-resolve, which will do calculation based on this bar here. Yellow is your chance, red is theirs. You can retreat, quick save, Not sure what help pages is, never clicked on it. Or you can fight the battle manually. Now this one I could easily auto-resolve, but just to show you the starting battle. I do have a couple mods active here. I have a skill point mod for the lords, a conquer anywhere mod. That way, instead of only being able to conquer vampires and humans territories, I can conquer any of them, and they can too. But the other ones are just cosmetic. Alright, so this is your start of your battle map, and you can zoom out to a tactical map if you wanted. See an aerial view. Can't see the enemy yet. Oh, there they are. So you can see how they're arrayed on a hill there. You zoom back in, you have your normal battle map. This is Winds of Magic, and Manfred, I think, has one spell to start with. So 18 is pretty good. It only goes up to 30, so I'm above halfway. If I hit Gamble, it'll either go up or down, and that's your starting Winds of Magic. They do build up over time, and you can see there's 60 power reserves. So basically the total amount of magic that can be used in this fight will be around 78. If I gamble, it would be either higher or lower. So like I said, 18 is pretty good. So we'll just start deployment. You can see Manfred's spell here, and he actually does have two. This one resurrects and replenishes hit points, and this one does direct damage to a single combatant, so like his lord. We're going to go ahead and build a little battle line, and we want our zombies up front to take any hits. Put our spearmen here, our crypt ghouls here, Volgruff, Manfred, and the bats don't really matter. I don't like bats that much. Alright, so we'll start. You can grab everyone and move them all at once, which is pretty nice. Rather than charge up this hill at him, I'm going to take this side of it. It's going to take him a while to get there. The bats and the Volgruff are probably my fastest units. Speed 80, speed 100. So we're up against some direwolves, some skeletons, and some zombies. And then this guy's a necromancer, which is not as strong as Manfred. Manfred's a hybrid. He's an armored melee expert spellcaster, so whereas the necromancer would be oh, no, sorry. That is a vampire captain. Yeah, so he's on par, but he's not as strong because Manfred's a legendary lord. Alright, so we can stop fast forwarding. And then, what we want to do, these zombies, as you can see, are very slow. So we're going to send them in first. They're going to take any charges from the enemy. And then, once they're gone, we are going to grab these guys and start bringing them up at a walk. The bats are good for intercepting charges. So like these direwolves here are very fast, and they can do a lot of damage if they get into the right unit. The bats can swoop in and stop them from charging so that they don't get the extra damage from charging. But for now, let's go ahead and switch you like that. He moved a little bit, so... What are you doing? There we go. So I'm just going to set these bats here in order to grab those direwolves whenever they start to come. Let's grab him. You're going to go there, and you're going to go there. Now the direwolves are moving. His vampire lord, I'm going to hit with a spell here. And we'll put the Volgruff on him. We want to grab those. Spearmen should be good against them. and circle around with those. Manfred come up. And over here you can see the Winds of Magic, so 24, and it's slowly gaining 1 per 7 seconds. Actually don't need all of that on him. Skeletons and bats should be able to take out direwolves. You can see the spell cooldown there. I can use this to pump up my magic immediately by a little bit, not very much. There's his leader. We can zoom in on the Volgriff here and watch him decimate some stuff. You can see how ridiculously big he is, comparatively. Let's get Manfred over here. This guy really don't want to fight those. And whenever you start to die a little bit, oops, you can watch the healing effects of that spell. Slowly drives up the hit points, and once it reaches certain thresholds, it resurrects a whole new unit. So it's pretty good. Pretty good spell. See there, it's starting to gain units. 44, 45. The direwolves are now dead, so we can come in. Manfred, let's get to work. These guys cost poison damage, so it actually reduces his amount of damage that he can do. And if we look at this, you can see the red over there on the left. That's how much the poison is reducing his abilities. And that's just from these guys hitting him. Let's get these in here. Manfred's just gonna walk all over this guy.
Witness true power. The dead march.
That spell I keep using is just a damage spell. It'll pretty much wipe him out. There he goes. And with the vampires, when your lord goes, so too does your army most of the time. Slice of victory. $300 losses, most of them zombies, which are not important. Crypt ghouls are kind of expensive for the starter army, but they'll all replenish here in just a second. So the other thing that the vampires can do is once you've defeated your enemy, you can dominate their minions to become your own. And you can see as I hover over it, the little yellow bar that moves over there in the unit cards right here replenishes my army. So we've done that. We've defeated him. We got a scroll of power item, which is ability recharge. Won't need that for a while. Our next mission is to capture Eshin, which is here. We got a level on Manfred. This is something that I'm not going to go over everything with, but basically his skill points. And normally you would get 1. I have a skill point mod, which gives me 2 per turn or per level. And then right here you have his different attributes or his traits, his followers, and his armor, weapons, mount, all that kind of stuff. Important ones here, depending on how you want to play him. You almost always want this campaign movement range. Gives you 10% movement range. This will upgrade your army. So, Fellbats, direwolves, zombie skeletons, blah 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 blah. That'll upgrade your army. This is death magic. This is vampire magic. This is Manfred himself. So I can take this, he'll replenish hit points as long as he's not routing. And you can see different ones here. different things that you can do. Up here, these unlock after a certain amount of time. This is his kind of epic armor that he can get, or his epic weapon and his epic armor that he can get at rank 8 and 13. And you have to do a quest battle for those. He gets some mounts up to a zombie dragon at level 25, which is amazing. This one, I don't know if that's added by the mod or if they added that in the base game, but that didn't used to exist, and it does nothing, so I don't know what it's about. I think for Manfred, I'm going to make him... First, I'm going to take this, because he'll replenish hit points while in combat, which is always nice. Units are now, not everyone gets them, but at different levels of your Lord, like this one's, once I have a level 3 Lord, these two will open, and I can start recruiting those. In the base game, which I'm playing now, you only get 1 unit of renown. In that mod I was playing, you get like 3 or 4. But I'm going to come to this little spot here, which is a completely new territory, right? And then I can raise dead again. So now I have a much bigger army. I'm going to merge these guys. And we will start research. Different research trees. They're all different for every faction. Like, in general, this one down here is growth and money. This one's monsters. This one is your normal skeletal units, and this one is crypt ghouls and what are they called? Cairn wraiths. Different units, basically. But yeah, so we're gonna take growth. That will also get this one, which opens it. This one, which gives you growth and money. Growth and money. Go for that early. And we want to go ahead and save. Let's go Vampire Counts YouTube. Alright. And this is going to be a pretty large battle here. A lot more units than before. Go ahead and manually fight it as well. After this fight, we'll have some diplomacy and the end turn. How's the stream going? Good audio, good video. Everything good. Alright, so you can see I only attacked this one unit. This icon here means reinforcements are coming from there. 24 is an awesome starting point. We're going to run all these guys over here. Let's get spears. I think he should be able to take... I mean, we got 32 guys. Yeah, him and the bat should do that. These will go here. Manfred there. Pause it to give our orders. We're going to want to come right about here, and the zombies I actually want to come further. There we go. Awesome. Good to hear. Must have got it. Must have got the settings right then. Go ahead and fast forward to some action. And you can see the mainstay of his armies coming in here. We're gonna wipe these guys out real quick. Oh, it's just zombies too. I do love watching some zombies get it. Especially from a Volgriff. So he's got bats coming in and dire wolves. yeah, I don't really have anything fast enough to catch them, so let's get these guys, group. And all I did there was lock it so that they would do a group attack. So basically they're going to move in. I can click on any unit, they'll move in and attack the first unit that they come up to. Let's grab these, and we want to, let's just walk them there. The Volgriff will actually heal himself. He has regeneration. His issue is he has very low leadership. So until he starts winning that combat, it's going to be a bad day for him. Let's get Manfred. Let's get Manfred to run over here. He also does cause terror, though. And terror, as you can read there, will scare other units away. My bats are starting to die, which is not good for my Volgriff's health. He's just got too many units on him right now. These guys are running over to kill my Volgriff. That's not nice. Just trying to get him out of that. The units that are on him are pretty fast, though. The problem is, you can see it says critical binding there. When that changes to crumbling, he starts taking a lot of damage. Just keep running. You there. You there. You guys, come on up. You can actually draw your attack moves like that.
Empower me. More unlock. The dash was weak. Witness true power.
So these direwolves are not going to do too well there. And now my Volgriff is back up to the little gray bars is leadership. So he's coming back. No, don't kill those ones. Kill the ones on him. You can see how fast Manfred just shredded this Necromancer. And that's what I was talking about earlier. The Necromancer has 0 chance of killing Manfred. There he goes. That will hurt their leadership over time. Skeletal warriors there. Alright, what do we got going on here? So you guys can go there. And you, I want to come right through there, hopefully. Volgriff. Jeez, people.
Address me as master. Manfred Von Carstein.
There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on silent. Trying to enjoy a good Saturday, you know. Everybody bothering me. Let's get the Volgriff. He's not needed for this.
These lands are mine.
There's nothing good to use the Spirit Leech against, because his leader's gone.
True power
I guess I could use
to my will.
this scroll that I got.
Was weak.
Oops, just one. There we go. It's basically just cleaning up all these garbage units that he still has. My zombies are over here just soaking up damage. And that's what they're for. You soak up damage with them and kill things with the other units that you have. This guy should not be critical. There we go. Let's get them in. Just want to kill all the stuffs. Manfred over here just slamming bats. And let's see. You can see Manfred is replenishing his health the whole time he's fighting. It's right here. They did make a change to where your replenishment only goes so high. So, used to be you could replenish forever as long as you had the magic to do it. It's probably good that they changed that since it was a little overpowered, you know. When I double click, it increases the magic cost, but it also adds a big ring to it, so it'll heal everything inside the ring once he gets in range to cast it. There he goes. So those guys will start healing and resurrecting. Balgrove in here, tearing stuff up. These guys are useful just for poisoning, really. They're super weak, but they're good for poisoning the enemy, which, oops, if I hover over it, you can see all the effects that the poison does, and every tick, 10 seconds, it does that. So every time they hit the unit, it reapplies it.
Empower me.
And there goes the enemy army. As I said, big battle, so I'm not too worried about the Pyrrhic victory. I lost 800 and something guys. As you can see, most of them are zombies and bats, which are the cheapest units in the game. And his army is wiped out, so I can actually, that was his army that I chased, his army that was in his town, and his town garrison. So now I can take his town if I can reach it in one turn since I have the Volgraf. But I can replenish again. You can see it raised my zombies again because the undead are awesome. You can also return their captives, which gives you a little bit of money and reduces your casualty replenishment rate. You can kill them and get leadership, or you can absorb them into your army to replenish your troops a little bit. This is a new item, but it's the same slot as the other item, which is not good. You can see he has a unit of zombies, and when we go to his garrison, he has some bats, some skeletons, and some zombies. So, not a whole lot left there. Let's go ahead and put these together, put those together, and balance of power is way in my favor, because everything that he has is almost dead. I'm not even going to go into the battle now. You've seen 2 battles. I'm going to auto-resolve because the balance of power is ridiculously in my favor. Normal army, you would have to have siege equipment or something with this siege attacker, which allows you to bypass building the siege equipment. So you either have to have like a catapult or a trebuchet or a monster basically that has this. If not, I would have to build one of these, wait a turn, and then I could attack. But since I have it, I can attack. Get some money. I lost 91 units. Who cares? 91 units is nothing to the vampires. And we've captured their capital, which is really the important part here. Different factions have different options here. We can raise it, which burns it to the ground. That's no fun. Sack it does not capture it, but it does steal money, and it lowers the, or it actually increases the instability of the province. So you get a lot of money for sacking, but you don't take it. You can loot and occupy. That reduces the public order. It reduces the public order of the whole province, and it gives you a little bit less money. Or you can just occupy, which does the first two, replenishes your troops, and you take the city. This is the Regiment of Renown I was talking about. Manfred leveled up, so I can now get the Tithe Zombies, or the Carstein Stalkers, which are poison skeleton warriors.
The taint of undeath is spread by
Here
your
I go.
conquests, mighty lord. Your realm grows, and more distant lands now fall under your gaze. The Empire and other kingdoms of men lie to the north and west. There you may feast, for the living are plentiful.
Alright, so you can see this is a chapter objective. It's different than a standard mission. This is your overall requirements. I think there's 5 of them, maybe. I'll show you in a second. But if I capture, loot, raise, or sack 2 more settlements, I'll get 2,000 magic. And there's some where is it? So these are victory conditions. I have to do this to win the game. I can do a short or long, which just adds people to kill. But my chapter, so chapter 1, there's 5 bonus objectives that I can do. Carry out an assassination, recruit a hero, be at war with 4 factions, complete 2 missions, and maintain 15% corruption in Stirland, which is over here. This province, or actually this province and the main one up here. That gets me into vampiric corruption. Vampires obviously corrupt the land. You can tell from just looking at, like here you can see green grass and trees. Here you see trees and just marshy death of deathness all the way through the vampire lands. And you can check that on your map as well, right here. Purple is high and white is low, white being no color, not actually white. There's also chaos corruption, which we don't have any here yet. Winds of magic, you can see how strong they are in your areas. Growth, public order, wealth, attitude, nobody likes me because I'm a vampire. Diplomatic status, I'm at war, and then I'm neutral. And ownership, I'm the black guys here, as you can see. This summary page, just like in every other Total War, show you exactly where all your money is going and coming from. Faction, who you're at war with, allies, trade partners. This is the heroes that you can get. You have to have certain buildings to get them, and once you get more and more of those buildings, that number increases. Number of armies you currently have, not the total that you can have. How much you're making, how much you have, settlements owned, provinces owned. That'll be once I capture everything in a single area. And then those things that I got from the beginning there. Records will show you, like, obviously I'm only 1 turn in, but as you go, you can go each turn and see your empire grow. And then statistics, what you've done, what you've spent, whatever. Alright, so as we can see, this changed a little bit. There's no gold mine. There's now this thing, which gives me recruitment cost reduction and increased unit experience for everything out of this building tree. Not a bad thing to have. But I'm going to take the money, which is that lumberyard there. Manfred leveled up. So we took the hunger last time. We have this. I am going to go with that, which is a reduction in the cooldown. I can't keep it on the screen, but that first top box there. And then this, when I'm casting a spell, map wide, will replenish hit points and start resurrecting dead units. Alright, so Cast Drakenhof, we do not want to upgrade that. Diplomacy. Von Carsteins are the other vampires. They were recently added. Used to be all the vampires that you could play were right here. Now you can play these if you have the DLC. But I could get any of these things with them, and eventually they can join my confederation, which will bring all of their territories to me, basically. I have a non-aggression pact with some Empire factions. Not my closest neighbor, though. And obviously there's more people, but I haven't discovered them yet. All of that said, that's first turn. And you can see how big this game could be if you play it the way that I play it. Yes, a lot like the Warcraft 3 Undead. And I'm not sure, I think the only way I could give you a unit breakdown of what they can get is from this screen, but basically any of these ones in yellow that have the yellow with the triangles are your hero units. This guy's kind of a melee hero. This one's like your assassin melee hero. Vampires are melee and caster, and then this is just a caster, necromancer. He'll do a lot of healing. They do a lot of killing. He's good against single target. He's good against single target. This guy on the campaign map, you can actually take him to a walled city, and he can blow holes in the walls so that you don't have to siege. You just have a big hole in the wall that you can pour through. This over here is basically like ghosts and poison guys. Like these are your big poison guys. These are the ones that I have. Your corpse carts, and then your hex wraiths and Cairn wraiths are ghost units. And you can see they take 80% less physical damage. Very hard to kill. These are monsters. Volgarth, which we've already had. Terrorgeist is a flying ball of terror. I mean, they're awesome. There's no other way to put it. Vargeists are smaller. They're kind of like trolls that fly, I guess. We have our cavalry here. And there's some cavalry up here, which are one of the best in the game. Then we have Graveguard, which are just upgraded skeletons. You have Graveguard with great swords. The Mortis engine I was talking about earlier. Mass regeneration. This magic aura, if the foes are around it, it does damage. Yeah, it causes damage to combatants. If your friends are around it, it replenishes them. So it's just like a tower of aura effects that you can put on the map. We could raise some more zombies. We can also get these guys. Shielded poison attacks. These are awesome Regiment of Renown units. These are like the best units of that type. And they're just an upgraded one. So, for instance, this is 200 men. 200 men. That's their upkeep. If we go to zombies, they are less upkeep, obviously, but they have 160 men, and they're not as good. They don't. You can see the red stats over there, and that's how much worse they are than these. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab both. When I take Eschen, that should be one of my missions. If I come up here, yep, capture Eschen. So that'll be the next mission, and what that will do is complete this. So I will get $1,000 extra when I finally do this. So we'll go ahead and take Eschen. That's what I'm getting at. Auto-resolve that. See, the garrison wasn't very big. Just occupy. Anything that you want to keep, you generally just want to occupy. So we've completed the mission. Now we'll get another one. Battle of Helfin. In the lore of Warhammer, Manfred was on this giant rampage through the Empire. And he got all the way to Altdorf, and he got pushed back. Altdorf being the capital of the empire. And when he finally reached Helfin, they killed him. The empire finally tracked him down and killed him. And then he was accidentally resurrected again. After everyone thought, oh cool, he's dead, we're done. He was accidentally resurrected by, I think, a necromancer. But then he obviously took back over. Basically, I will get a necromancer and the gold sigil sword if I complete this battle. This is the enemy forces. A lot of times it'll say reinforcements expected or something like that. That's a bigger battle. This one's kind of small, relatively easy. So you can see now I have a cemetery here and here. It's level 3. This only goes up to level 3, so I'm going to keep it here, demolish it there, and we will... Do we need a level 2 yet? No. I'm going to save this. Every 10 turns right now, this goes up by 1, and I need 2 to build my next level capital. So I'm just going to save it. He got another level up. All these different spells do various things, but this one's pretty good. You can raise zombies or skeletons during the fight. And this one does damage to single opponents, but I've already got one that does that, so I'm going to go with that. So let's see. We will recruit more zombie and 2 more skeletons. And when I'm on that screen, these little boxes are how many you can recruit in a single area. And you can also raise new lords. These are the other legendary lords that I could have selected, and when you hover over it tells you what you need to unlock them. Vampire lords are your melee casters. These are just casters, and these are also melee casters, but they're different. They have different spells, and they're pretty awesome. So I usually go with these for my second lord, but I don't need one yet. And that's it for that turn. Got another Regiment of Renown. This is one of the followers, so my raised dead cost goes down. He leveled up just from being there, I guess. What I'm trying to get to is this Wind of Death, which, if you were watching from the beginning, you saw in that test battle where it just demolished that whole side of their army. But you kind of got to go in order, and in order to get this one you need 4 points in here. So raise dead, reduce cost, and then evasion, and then next we can take that. Alright, so we have a new spot here. We're going to build this. I can raise some more dead because I'm about to get in a big fight. And why not? We'll take it all because we got money. Now, what is the... Let's save the game because this is going to be a big one. You can check the garrison here. He's got some pretty decent units here. And if I hover over him, you can see that little red arrow. He's going to get reinforced by him, is what that means. But what are we going to do, you know? So obviously I have that beat, that's no problem. It's this guy that is worrisome, and these guys take forever to kill because they poison you. But we'll go ahead and fight it. Usually don't want to auto-resolve when it's that close. This is not the Battle of Helfin quest battle. This is just this guy. He happen to be sitting right on top of the actual quest battle location. Alright, so we're starting with 10. That's no good. Let's gamble. And it went up, which is good. To 20. So we doubled our stuff. Alright, so zombies, skeletal warriors, bats, and the leader. And then over here, we're going to have the main army come in. And let's go ahead and do some fancy stuff. So we got our spears on the flanks. Get them all in here. We're definitely going to need these guys here and here. The zombies I'm going to use to just hold that first army off. This will be a guy, that'll be a guy. You guys can be 0 or 10. You guys are going to be 1, and Manfred. I'll actually bring Manfred over there. You can go there. And the direwolf pack will help out over here because they're fast. Yep, 95. Okay. So, go ahead and get situated. We just want to separate their armies. We don't want them to join up together. And he's got bats, so gotta be a little bit careful there. This is cool though. It actually uses this map. This is a special map for that quest battle. It actually uses it since we're right there. Well, let's get over here like that and play. You can see his reinforcements starting to come in here. Well, you can't see them, but they're coming in. They're blocked by this hill, so they're gonna try to get to this guy, but it's not gonna happen. There's him. Okay. And the problem with zombies, as always, is they take forever. These guys will get in real fast. These bats are gonna make it across. Let's get you right there. These direwolves are gonna make it. See if we can stop them. Or are you chasing the back end of them? You're never gonna catch him like that, buddy. Really don't want him to link up. Looks like he's going to partially. Which means I need to send more units. Okay, there we go. So you, and you. These guys I want right here. Oh my goodness, you guys are so slow. The bats and stuff, and you know, I expect those to be fast, but okay. See, the bats are in there disrupting my formations a little bit. Hard to get a hold of everybody. Come here. We want some spearmen in those. You come here. Right, you're in there already. Gotta find his leader. You guys come up there. Alright. You're gonna go there, there, there. That one spearman's holding the whole army back over there. There's their leader. So they did get through. That's no good. he's gonna win that. Where's the Volgriff? Get him. Let's get into here. He needs some help up there. Volgriff could take out enemy lords too. He's so strong. Need to get Manfred over here. He's kind of held up in all this mess. Dire Wolves of 1. Just get out of there, Manfred. Let's see. Probably have you go there. I'm gonna end up losing this because my army's split now. You get up there. You there. Dire Wolves, come here. Let's get you right there. Okay. He's not gonna make it anytime soon. Let's get those guys going. So I just raised some skeletons there, right behind the enemy. And once they finish climbing out of the ground, they can run over and start doing some damage. I just need him to get out of the zombies. I mean, these guys are definitely going to win. It's not so clear over here. Lay down! Volgriff's almost got him dead. There we go. Let's get a nice heal going there. And then we'll pop this. Okay, that didn't work. Neato. I'm supposed to replenish this. Need you up there, Manfred. Can't cast that yet. Put that on him. Get that there. Manfred in there. You guys here. The coolest part about this game, which you can't really tell from what I've been doing so far, is each faction, like Beastmen, Chaos, Elves, everybody plays completely differently. So if you play and you find something that you don't like, it's easy to find somebody that you do like. So there's always something, you know. There we go. Excuse me. So who is important and about to die? Let's go with you. Really need to kill this unit out here. That's what he's for. You guys still haven't killed him because you're zombies. Unit of skeleton warriors, I think, wiped out. All of you there. You there. Okay. Let's get heal there. These guys will never make it because they're slow. Let's give these guys an increase. They're starting to disintegrate, which means they're actively losing health. And I've won. Pretty hard fought victory there, but I've taken out their army and their garrison. Almost 300 kills on those direwolves. That was a good purchase. Yeah, Tuck, man, this thing is huge. The game is like, just showing you that overhead map doesn't do it justice. How big it actually is. Oh, we got some armor, and it's a good one. Armor of Fortune, 6 armor, 8 physical resistance, and 8% ward save. Physical resistance eliminates physical damage, obviously, but ward save is any type of damage, reduced by 8%. Awesome. We'll go ahead and replenish. So he's dead, got our armor, did not level up. This place has 1 unit left, but how far can you move? Okay. You gotta be careful, because if you take the town, you can't move again. And we want to do as much as this as possible, right? If we do this quest battle, we'll get a hero. We're not gonna do that. That's just insane. And we're not gonna do that. So really, we want to do the quest battle, get the hero, and then we'll take the town to finish off the quests. Now the problem is, we got pretty beat up there, so we don't have quite the army that we did coming in, or coming up here. I don't want to let him get his units back either. So, question is, okay, we'll still have 50% when we go there. I think we might be able to do this. Save again, because we're going to do the quest battle. Not a very good chance of winning, that's for sure. I think we'll win, though.
Arise, brave bow. I command thee to attend. France, the son of whores and tumorous burgomeisters, thinks the crown is his. But the house of the Reichland electors is tainted. As the last great count of Stirland, mine claim is the truest. I should be emperor. I will be emperor. Bring thy swords. Go, mine minions. Reap death. Dance a dance macabre.
Dance macabre. Okay. It's a pretty good battle here. This is the Empire. See, we got some spearmen, his leader, some handgunners, which are like musketmen, some halberdiers. I was gonna say pikemen, but that is different. Crossbowmen, swordsmen. Empire swordsmen look cool. Now we got these weird looking helmets and hats on. It's like, guys might want to, actually wear a helmet. And then we have the Reichsguard. This is the unit that I'm worried about here, because this is an anti-infantry cavalry unit that will do some damage. But if we play our cards right, this guy has Vanguard deployment, so I can put him anywhere outside of this white zone. My plan, such as it is to get the spearmen and these direwolves, which do anti-large damage. They do 14 damage to large units like these Reichsguard. Get them into the Reichsguard with a unit of zombies, and then kill that unit off while I do the rest of the army there. So let's set this up to do that. I need you over here. Then we want our main skeletal force backed up by these guys and these guys. The tithe zombies are right here, and Manfred up front. Lead from the front, Manfred. Alright. Hopefully this will work out. Never know till you try. I want you to walk, and I want you to run. And you to run. It should take forever. Usually when you come to this battle you have more units. I've done, I think, 0 recruitment. I've only done raised dead, which is not what you would normally do. So we'll just move up here. Other stuff in the background, probably getting killed. Yep. Alright, so you're there, you're there. Let's get into these guys with the zombies, just to hold them in place. You're gonna cut, well, you can walk because you're really fast. And we want to get into them with these guys as well. Manfred can pop off one of those. You in there. The other problem, I don't have anything fast and like a cavalry unit to catch the handgunners and stuff. But that plan is working out so far. Just gotta get the direwolves in there, and I really need to not let him get in there. You there. Manfred popped him. Let's get Walgruff. Extra super awesome. He's going to take a lot of damage if he stays in that fight. Those are anti-large. Get both of these in there. Direwolves are about to hit. Yeah, look out. Zombies. Or skeletons, rather. You can get zombies or skeletons, but I get skeletons. Yes, it is multiplayer. You can do multiplayer battles, you can do multiplayer campaigns. I need to stop these guys from killing me. So, the only way to do that is to catch them. Let's get some more skellies right here. And then we want to make sure we're not losing anything. That. Need to kill this Hans guy. You're gonna chase them down. Ooh, see how much damage they do if you don't chase after them. Reichsguard's breaking. That's great. These guys are just holding. Spearmen are breaking. Manfred, what are you doing? Manfred's getting beat up a little bit. Just gonna have to chase those guys off. chase those guys off. You guys are needed. Those 2 units are not expected to beat that unit. You are expected to chase that unit though. What are you doing? Get in there. Skeletal warriors are almost dead. And there they go. Okay, kill Hans.
We surpassed Nagash. Nagash was weak. Witness
Uh-oh. I don't want to pop that. I need 11 to do what I want to do. You need to get in there. You kill them. They're starting to break, which is awesome. I need you back here. You here. If you get everyone to run away at the same time, then you cause a rout, and the rout wins you the game. Like, wins you the battle. So if you cause a mass rout, you win. That's what I'm saying. You there. You there. And we're about to cause a mass rout, so. There they go. Okay. Now, since I am the vampires, a good plan is to use your remaining magic that you can get by healing all of your units. So you just bunch them all up one spot. Because these guys are going to rout off the field. And if I can get back to 11 wins of magic, which I might not be able to because I've used a lot, but if I can do a heal here and heal everybody. So hopefully by the time they rout off, I can get a heal off. It's kind of boring to watch. I'm sorry for that, but I would like to not be dead, you know. If I do get it, it'll be just. There's 9. They're almost off the field. Come on. Come on. Get what you can get. Not very much. Alright. Close victory, so we lost a lot of units, but we won. You see those Reichsguard, 184 kills. That's why they had to go fast. But we won that mission. So, we should get a Necromancer spawn as a reward. Our zombie died. Who cares? New rank. Always nice. And we'll replenish. So we won. Got the sword. Got a magical drop item chance increase. And we got this Necromancer, who is not a good one. So, let's see if he can either die or kill that dwarf. He died. Okay. The reason I did that is one of the missions is to assassinate somebody. Because I'm about to take this city. And there we go. Wins of death and increased power. We'll go ahead and auto-resolve that. Occupy it. We now control the province. We got another item and another level up. And again, you would only get 1 point on an unmodded game. Let's go ahead and put everyone together. We want 1. Let's get 2 of those. We've captured the whole place. We have 7 turns before that goes. so we'll just leave that. We're going to complete the mission this turn, so we'll get a lot of money. And our army's healing. Let's end turn. Oh, once you capture an entire province, like I just did here, you can issue these commandments, and they're all different. The one that we're going to need first is money. When we go to recruit, we'll change it to the recruiting one. We did not complete every bonus objective, but we did complete 2 out of 5, which gave us 2,000 more.
News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your
Finished our
developing power
research.
is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
And now our next mission is to do that to 6 more places. We can upgrade our gold mine. Definitely going to do that. We still can't raise dead here. What's our garrison look like? Yeah, we're solid. Alright, let's get 2 bats. Maybe 18. I'll go with that. Quick turns. Von Carstein. No, thank you. Now, the vampiric corruption, is causing these guys to take damage every turn because they're not vampires. That is the best part of vampiric corruption. And we can raise dead here, but it's only zombies. We'll get one. Okay. Some turns go really fast, like these. Some turns are really slow. He's going to want peace. You can take peace if you want, and you can demand money. Down here it tells you the likelihood of success. But we don't want peace. Oh man, we got a free vampire. Look at that. That doesn't happen very often. So this person, this vampire, can increase growth, I think, if we use this. Yep. So now we have 3 turns to go until we can upgrade Drakenhof. I don't have any of that, so let's see what he's got. Sorry, I'm clicking obsessively here. Checking a bunch of stuff. It's a pretty straight up battle, but I would clearly be the winner, so I'm gonna go ahead and auto resolve it. Lost 500. I could subjugate them, which makes them become my what's it called? My faction that pays me money every turn. My vassal, that's the word. Templehof has been destroyed. We've unlocked another regiment of renown. We have a trait, which gives us that stuff there. Another trait. Good one. Another level. Now we've unlocked the quest for the Sword of Unholy Power. But we do not have the Sword of Unholy Power. Our next grouping of stuff, I think we'll go with that. Increase our replenishment rate. We can merge these, dump this guy, and get that guy. Still can't do that yet. Templehof's gone. The last place here is Swartzhaven. Swartzhofen. Which we do want to capture eventually. Might have our opportunity right now. So I need my Necromancer back to start the quest for the Sword of Unholy Power, because you have to embed him in his army. Oh, he's got Blood Knights and 2 vampires. That's no fun. 2 turns there. The moot. See, the computer kind of cheats a little bit. If I took that last turn, I wouldn't have a garrison. That's okay. He's got 12. He's got a really good unit. I know he's got Vargeists, which are also really good. Oops. Don't have any more of those. Need to get rid of that. I'm gonna save it and do something really stupid, which is attack him, because he should be at his weakest point right now. He's not. This is what I'm talking about. These guys should be barely anybody in the army. Now, Vlad is really good, but he's only level 3. But he does have 2 vampires, which means I'm going to have to use a Vargulf to kill them. The Blood Knights, I'm just going to have to war of attrition those guys, because they're awesome. These guys are also really good. The rest of the army I'm not really that worried about. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Let's gamble that 18 this time. And that's why you gotta be careful. Down to 8. Power reserves are high, 75, so that's good. Alright, let's see. You guys will be my cavalry as much as you can be. We will just take spears on the outsides. You're 1. You're 2. Volgraf and you here. And my zombies will put on the flanks, I guess. Okie dokie. Let's get these guys in. These guys in. He's not going to come to me. He wants me to come up the hill. Okie dokie. He just used a spell for some reason. Ability recharge. I mean, I can just sit here and wait. Alright, so bats and Volgraf, bats and Volgraf, bats. Lots and lots of bats. We have him in infantry. He has us in monsters, definitely. Ooh. If I could get him to land, I could kill a large portion of him with that. That is Vlad. Okay. So let's move these guys up here. Kind of want to goad him into fighting one side or the other. Like that. Because if I can get him to attack the zombies, that would be good. But I can definitely take him in infantry. Kill that bat over there for free. I'll take that. Manfred, start killing her. Okay. So, I'm probably going to want both of these over here. That's his cavalry, so we want you there. You guys are going to come in this way. Let's see. starting here. I'm going to need at least you 3 for that, and you can attack him. Balgriff, just chill for a minute. You guys chill for a minute. See how that mess works out. Okay, so that's all dead there. Do not get caught up, Balgriff. You got a very important mission. Juke him. Juke him. There we go. Let's kill that one. Okay. Let's get some bats into that guy. And then we're going to take all of you. And you. And you. The Blood Knights are the most dangerous thing on the field. Where are you, Manny? There you are. Let's pop that. Yeah, see, he's already wiping stuff out with those guys over there. Let's pop that. We don't want to fight zombies, we want to fight him. No, don't use it on the wrong unit. That's the problem with the bats, as they get in the way. Okay, we're good there. Just kill those guys and I'll be happy. Balgriffs. You guys. Who needs it? Looks like you. Need a good heal. Let's give Bard Golf. Vlad's gonna take a while to kill. He heals as well. Let's pop that. Put you there. Pop that. You get in there. Get in there. You guys are still working that. You're killing a vampire. You're getting in there. You guys there. You're gonna kill the zombies. You're gonna kill Vlad. Get in there. They're almost dead, so let's have you come down. You there. See how long these Blood Knights are lasting up here? Cervicalis. Alright, vampire's dead. Let's come kill Vlad. Army's starting to fall apart for him. That's how most vampire fights end, is their army just collapsing. So once you lose leadership, positive leadership, your army just starts falling apart. So you can have these big swings from you're up, and then something bad happens, and you're way down. Mula wiped out his starter army, which is always nice. Take this. Get rid of that. Let's go ahead and combine those. Get him. So Swartzhafen is pretty much undefended now. Not completely. 2 more turns for that. I'm going to attack their next turn. Did my Russian friend leave me? Zamut. Let's get you there. Auto resolve. So here we got a banner, which is pretty cool. War banner. Leadership 5 on a assigned unit. So something like that you want to take and put on something with a low leadership, like the Balgriff, or another unit that has low leadership. We've taken that. We've secured the province, and we've destroyed the Von Carsteins, and unlocked Helmen Ghost. Got a horse, of course, and more replenishment. Okie dokie. Get rid of that. And let's do growth. And one more turn for that. Get him over here. Actually, little tip. If you deploy him, this becomes cheaper. Necromancers only. Tax rate. What about you, Marthinus? You still there? Shit. Templehof upgrade. Drakenhof upgrade. And Public Order and Money. Now we can deploy him. Finish this quest. Start of your turn, have 10,000. I do have 10,000. Now I know just from experience that this Necromancer is going to have to come down here eventually. So I'm going to get him started. This is a Lore of Death vampire, so I don't need her in the first army. Okay. Currently not at war with anyone, so I'm going to move over. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's get our corpse cart. Sterland. Non-aggression, but thanks. Another research done. We had the 10,000. Cost us 5,000. And if you want to read all of those, you either have to be really quick on pause or you have to play the game yourself. Yeah, see, so Blightwater, where I'm sending that Necromancer, which would be for the next quest, but the Banshee needs to come down here first, and I don't have a Banshee. Crew to Chariot, nah, no thanks. Corpse cart going. We want that next. Let's go there. You're headed down. You're recruiting. Helmen Ghosts. He's a pretty cool dude. He's a necromancer though, so he's not that great at actual fighting. Sterland, no. Leave me alone. You gonna send an emissary every turn? No, I actually got the quest done. That's funny. Alright, so these are like, it's not really a quest, but it's do this, do that kind of thing. If I take it, I lose public order in all provinces, but I gain growth and recruitment cost is lowered, or I can do nothing. So I'm going to take it, because growth is important. A little bit of public order damage to begin with isn't really that bad. Let's see. You have nothing special, and you have nothing special. So it really doesn't matter which one I go with. This will give me public order 100, or money 150, public order 4. Let's go here, we can get another money one. 2 more turns on both of those. This guy is dying because he's walking through my territory. Dwarves are kind of scary. Heavily armored little people. Let's head up and grab Essen while we can. You can see it's been destroyed. So we can grab that next turn. Costs a little bit of money. Yep, I think that's about it for that one. Imminent rebellion. Raise an army.
Your wish, master.
I gotta get down here fast. We want to go to, I think it's called Blightwater. Yep. This is the dwarf/orc area of the map down south there. Let's see. Kind of do want that, but we want it next upgrade, which is in however many turns. So I think we will just go with the money for now. Go ahead and upgrade that. You grab this for me. So it's going to cost me soldiers and money to colonize this ruined city. Go ahead and upgrade it. And we'll just replenish that away. Over here, he is going to rebel in 1 turn. So we'll get our brand new legendary lord who can't fight anything. You can see his tree is different than Manfred's, but he gets some pretty cool stuff. He's cool, but not that cool, basically. I just brought him in to protect that city because it's about to rebel. And use you in his army. Man, I cannot get over this cough. So I can raise a skeleton, so we'll go ahead and combine these. A skeleton spearman, I mean. I can raise a single one of these. You're heading down there, alright? Imminent rebellion. Upgrade that. Get you embedded in the army. So now I have a vampire and my leader there. Raise some more units. Can't do any of those. I want that, but I don't have enough money. So maybe instead of this, actually need a banshee next, so we'll go with that. Colonization always costs a lot. Beckhaven. Yeah, no. He's under attack right now. I think our next target should be Wartbad. Start heading that way. Should not leave though, because that's going to rebel behind me. See, the turns start to take a little bit longer. The moot. So we got a little rebellion there. Let's grab some more units, and we'll put that down in a moment. And then over here we want this, but we don't have enough money. I am going to sit here and replenish. Yeah, it would be nice to get back into our gaming group. I think I'm going to be regulated to weekends though. Let's get that. If you leave these sit too long, they will gain more and more troops each time.
Can I assist? Herman Ghost.
Let's save it. The problem here is going to be I have nothing that can catch these. Oh, the 33. Yeah. Only my hero can catch those crossbowmen, and they will tear me apart if I let them. Save it. So, I might not win this. But yeah, not to get into too much details on here, but basically I'm taking a new job, and it's day crew. So, I don't know how my gaming looks for the near future. My gaming group stuff, anyway. Okay. It's you there. These guys are currently hidden, and I think if we can do this correctly, we can keep them hidden in the forest. Okay. About to be in range of some crossbows, I think. Yep, just about. Once we get up here, you guys can probably run. The undead are slower than the other races, so which makes sense, you know. Oh, I agree, definitely. You know, shambling zombies and whatnots are oftentimes slower. Unless it's like 28 days later. These guys are pretty cool looking. I think they did a good job on them. Just like the remnants of an Empire army. Alright, let's pause this. These guys, oops, if I do this correctly, will remain unseen until they're needed. We're just going to start charging in the zombies. Meat shields. Get you there. I brought enough of them, so that's good. The vampire Res is the one that's going to be needed to kill him, and then he's basically just going to heal units. And here we go. if my participants list is to be believed, it's just me and you, Tug. So I got a big promotion to take this job in New York, which, you know, New York sucks, but it's a 15% raise to take it, and I will be like the boss when I get there. So it's pretty amazing career opportunity for me, and I signed it, and I'm going to be taking it. I leave here in June. I think June 13th? No, 19th. See a nice little flank coming here. Crossbowmen are going to get caught. Let's grab you. You'll come back this way. I want you to fit through there. And you. There. You guys just chase them until eternity.
We surpass Nagash. Blood magic.
You chase him. Get in here. Don't have enough for that. Dummies aren't that important. Get in there. Let's kill that guy. There we go. That'll break him. You took a hell of a lane there, didn't you? Okie dokie. Took more losses, but won the battle. Do you know if it's possible, Tuck, to use one stream from OBS to stream to Twitch and YouTube?
My cruelty knows no limits.
Alright, buddy. I'll catch you next time.
Death is only the beginning.
Harman Ghost. Or Hellman. Hellman Ghost.
Dark magic is mine to command. What do you see?
Research rate. Grave guards.
Master of hard life.
There we go. Need money. No, wrong one. There we go. Okay.
My puppet starts.
Yeah. Duration constant. Let's give that to old Manny. Do that. Don't need that. Go like that. Okay. In turn. Okay, Vargolf. Bargeist. That's it. Let's get this for the Graveguard. Essen. Public Order. Which is pretty horrible.
I am
Vampire got a new rank. Armor and weapon damage, leadership, and cause terror. For 28 seconds. Active if casting, greatly improved power recharge. 36 seconds, so minus 16. Yeah, we'll take that. And we don't have any money again.
Can I assist?
Let's see. +6. Let's come up here and raid. Make some money.
The true Von
You are back to normal.
An intriguing plan. Then go. Thine
There you go. Okay. Devils of Swartzhofen. Be at war with Red Eye, Public Order, Public Order. Okay, now let's get that. Start up in my ambush chance. Build there. Build there. What's word bad look like? Low.
I grow impatient.
Sit right there. Those savages. Start raiding.
Death is only the beginning.
Oh, no way. And I can't reach it.
Starting my journey.
How far can you go? Not very. Need that there. And more money. The idea here, if I can get there without his army reinforcing. So I'm going to take that place.
I shall not.
Everything's... That's going to rebel, but that's just going to have to be. Can you reach it? No.
Follow me.
You can. Let's get those two things going. those.
Darkness calls. Death to all. Let there be blood.
The idea there is just to stop him from being able to come back and reinforce his town. No, we don't want to do that. It's too much money. We do want a Banshee. Sneaky. This would probably be the most useful. Banshee. And Wargeists. Okay. You are gonna rebel, like, immediately, huh? Oh well. Gonna have to lose it. That's fine. Start to get some vampiric corruption going. Yes, I know.
Does the Helgenhammer know what wretched creatures hath sired in its stead?
No thanks. Yep. Knew that was happening. Hopefully he sacks it. It's okay. It's fine. Let's make it cheaper, I guess.
Butcher them.
You
For the
need
night.
to withdraw. You attack.
All die.
Quick save. Auto resolve. Occupy. It's always a good idea on your like furthest most borders to build walls in your settlements. Step for the money.
My cruelty knows no
We'll have you start to head back. There's Sterling's army. I'm not worried about them.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Manfred can take them. Broke. Alright folks, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. See ya.